Over 200 people gathered in the town of 's-Hertogenbosch, among them many children. They came to cycle and to honor the 53rd Welsh Infantry Division, which liberated the city from the Nazi occupation. But first, buses arrived to pick up the people and their bicycles. They were brought to the town of Winkel, about 20 kilometers from 's-Hertogenbosch, but still in the same municipality. There, flags were flying in anticipation. Winkel would be the starting point of a 22-kilometer-long cycle tour. But first, people were offered a lunch with music. And a welcoming word of the mayor. Welsh singer Theo Evans sang some songs for the occasion.
Keep the home fires burning while your hearts are yearning. Though our lads are far away, they dream of home.
She even sang in Dutch.
Also het leedse plein, de lichtjes vier eens branden gaan. Dan kan de gegenaar het sprookje liever staan.
But then it was time to cycle the route the liberators took to free the city in World War II. The tour started in the village of Winkel, where the bells were ringing as they would in every town the parade passed. With a band in an open bus and the mayor in a jeep behind them, the cycle parade moved on to the next village, called Geffen. An elderly gentleman, a Welshman, who has lived in 's-Hertogenbosch for years, was proudly wearing the Welsh flag. Also in Geffen, people waved, sometimes with flags, and church bells were ringing. The route was carefully chosen to pass some homes for the elderly, people who experienced World War II themselves. Next on the tour was the village of Nuland. In the cycle parade, 146 people, mostly children, wore a green cap, one for every fallen soldier. It was an impressive sight to see that abstract number meaning so much more when it was represented by real people. Thanks to a loop in the route, it was possible to see the beginning of the parade. Onwards to Hintham, where the Welsh division had to fight hard to conquer every single house. A history that the current residents are very well aware of. They put up large pictures of their houses in ruins right after the battle. Now the cheerful parade arrived in 's-Hertogenbosch proper, and it passed another home for the elderly. The end of the route was at the main square next to the cathedral. This marked the end of the cycle parade, but not of the festivities. Especially the children did a really great job, cycling this entire historic route.
22 kilometer die in de laatste week van oktober 1944 cruciaal waren. Het duurde 6 dagen. 6 dagen van gevechten, 6 dagen van verdriet, want er zijn veel mensen overleden. En uiteindelijk hebben 146 jongens uit Wales het leven gelaten voor onze vrijheid hier in 's-Hertogenbosch. Iets om bij stil te staan. Niet alleen vanwege wat er toen gebeurde, maar ook de boodschap die vrijheid met zich meebrengt voor vandaag de dag.
The mayor then asked everyone with a green cap to come to him. He gave them all a medal as a thank you for representing one of the fallen Welshmen.
Als u hier volgende week zaterdag en zondag bent, op 20 oktober, en hen dank ik ook uit de grond van...
To end the commemorative festivities for that day, freedom was then celebrated in a concert.
En toch geborgen zijn, zolang je het